Here I have stopped at the tip of the fifth petal and I have double crocheted all the way back down until I've reached the end so that I can cast off on the outside. So do make sure that you do extra double crochet so that you can cast off on the outside. And once you do that, we're going to start up again on the other side. Once you've cast off, you're going to create a slip knot so you can attach it to the other side. This is where you're going to be attaching your yarn. You're going to face your crochet top right side up and you're going to see that first stitch of that chain 16 loop right there, that chain 16 loop right here. You're going to see that first stitch that it starts from right here and you're going to count in 8 chains in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to attach your yarn right there with the slip stitch onto the 8th chain. Once you're done with that, you're going to be creating your second neck strap, and so however many chains you did for your first neck strap, you're just going to chain up that many chains, and I will meet you after you've done all your chains. Once you've done all your chains, you're going to single crochet your way back down just like you did with the other neck strap. You're going to single crochet your way all the way back down until you've reached the end. I will meet you down here. I've done and completed my second neck strap, and what I'm going to be doing is simply just doing whatever I did on the first side. I'm going to be doing that exact same thing on the other side. So refer back to part 1 of the video to remember, and you're just basically going to be doing anything you did on that side to this side, and then I'll tell you when to stop. Remember previously we stopped at the 5th petal, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We stopped here. You're going to do it to the other side. So onto that 5th petal, you're going to count down from the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to stop right here at the tip of that petal. One more time, I'll repeat myself. So you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you stopped there. Now this time you're going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stopping at the right hand side 5th petal. Here I've completed the other side, and as you can see I have not cast it off. If you did, it's fine, just reattach your yarn at that point. And let's get started on leveling out the bottom. We are going to be chaining up 3 times, so 1, 2, 3, and you're going to turn your work over. Now normally we would go into the first chain right here, but because we were trying to increase, we're going to go into the chain right before it. So right here, as you can see, we're going to go into that stitch. And now as you can see, you have 2 double crochets in 1 chain. And you're going to continue to double crochet like normal. And you're going to stop your double crochet when you've reached this part right here, the actual decoration part. You're going to be stopping right there. Once you've reached that point right here, you're going to be now turning into single crochets. So you're going to be switching over to single crochets and putting a single crochet in every stitch. You're going to be single crocheting all the way until you've reached the end of right here, and so basically you're going to stop where the double crochets start again. So stop right there once you're done. Once I've reached that point, I'm going to switch back over to double crochets and double crochet all along till the end of the row. And once I've reached my last double crochet, I'm going to be putting 2 double crochets onto the last stitch. Reach the end of my row, and again I'm going to be putting 2 double crochets onto that very last stitch. So there's 1, and then into the same stitch I'm going to do 1 more double crochet. Now I'm going to chain up 3 times, so 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn my work over and double crochet onto that very first stitch like we've been doing before. From here on out, you're going to double crochet along the entire bottom of the top. So you're going to be double crocheting until you've reached the very end of the row. And at the very last stitch, again, you're going to be putting 2 double crochets at the very last stitch. Here is an overview of what's going to be happening. You're going to be double crocheting your way all the way down to the end of the row. And at the very last stitch, you're going to be putting 2 double crochets onto that very last stitch. Then you're going to chain 3, and then you're going to turn your work around and you're going to double crochet into the very first stitch like we've been seeing or we've been doing, and then you're going to double crochet your way all the way back down where you do 2 double crochets into the last stitch, and you're going to be repeating this increasing process until you reach your desired length. If you want your top to be smaller and shorter, do less rows. And if you want your top to be bigger or larger, do more rows and just put it up against your body and see how much you like it. And I will let you know once I'm done and how many rows I did. Here's what I have so far, and I'm going to stop here, and I did a total of 12 rows. Now, starting at whichever corner you left off at, you're going to insert your hook back, and you're going to actually be making your first back strap. So this is the strap that's going to tie around your waist or your back. So you're going to chain up however many chains you need for it to reach around. And I will meet you once you're done with your chains. Once you're done with your chain that's long enough, you're going to single crochet your way all the way back down as you normally would. Single crochet your way all the way back down, and I will meet you right back here. Once you're done single crocheting your way all the way back down to the end point, you're going to simply do single crochets all along that bottom row. So on the bottom of your top, you're just going to be single crocheting your way all the way back down to the end of the row. Once you've reached the end of the row, you're again going to make your second back strap. So you're going to chain up however many chains you did for your other back strap and do all your chains in order for it to fit around your waist. Again, once you reach the end of your chain, you're going to be single crocheting your way all the way back down that chain. Once we've reached the end of that chain, you're going to slip stitch into the beginning of where you first started your chain. So right there, you're going to slip stitch, and then you're going to fasten off. So this is what your finished product should look like. If you like this tutorial, please like and subscribe for more, and thank you for watching.